12 types of people who drain your energy and how to protect your peace. That morning, I sat with my black coffee, looking out at the street just waking up. The sound of motorbikes mixed with the calls of street vendors selling bread. As thin sunlight poured through the window glass, falling onto the floor in soft yellow streaks. It was a moment of stillness so perfect I thought I could hold on to it forever. But just one phone ring, one unexpected message, was enough to shatter that fragile peace. You know that feeling, don't you? When someone walks in, carrying their own storm, and suddenly your mind is swept away with them. Stoic philosophy taught me, your peace is your territory, and you are the gatekeeper. If you don't choose who gets to step inside, you lose control. Today, I want to share with you 12 types of people who can drain your energy. Through stories I've personally experienced. More importantly, I want you to leave this video with a map to protect your peace, even when the world outside is chaotic. Lesson 1. The emotional manipulator. I once had an old friend who always started with vague remarks. "Oh, you look different lately." It made me wonder. Different in a good way or bad way? In conversations, they'd sprinkle in joking insults or comparisons that made me doubt myself. When I tried to distance myself, they'd immediately play the victim. What did I do wrong? I'm just trying to be nice to you. Stoicism teaches. Others can only hurt you if you hand them the keys to your emotions. I learned to smile lightly, not argue, and stay silent when words would only drain my energy. 7-day challenge. Whenever someone says something that bothers you, pause for 3 seconds before reacting. At the end of the day, write down your feelings and see who is holding your keys. Lesson 2. The Opportunist. Some people only show up when they need something. I had a friend who disappeared for months, then suddenly called asking for urgent help on a project. I helped, and then they vanished again. When I succeeded at something, they didn't share my joy, but when they needed something, they were sure I'd be there. Epictetus said, "When you give, expect nothing in return, but don't let yourself become someone who only gives and forgets to live for yourself." I started setting boundaries. If the relationship was one way, I stepped back. 7-day challenge. Keep track of all your contacts this week. Mark in green those who reach out for shared joy, and in red those who only come when they need something. Next week, focus on the green. Lesson 3. The Perpetual Victim. I knew someone who lived in a sea of tragedy. Every meeting was filled with tales of unfairness, failure, and exhaustion. When I offered solutions, they brushed them off. It won't work. Everything's bad. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You cannot row someone else's boat. Even if it's sinking, you can only hand them the oar." I still listened, but I stopped being the reluctant rescuer. 7-day challenge. When someone complains, instead of giving advice, ask, "What do you think the first step to change is?" Note their reaction. Lesson 4. The hidden jealous one. I once told an acquaintance about my new project. They smiled. "Sounds nice, but it's probably hard. Don't waste your time." A harmless line, but it planted doubt in my mind. Later I found out they'd told others my project wouldn't go anywhere. When part of it failed, they were the first to know and seemed pleased. Stoic lesson. Not every joy should be shared publicly. Some moments are for those who genuinely celebrate you. 7-day challenge. This week, choose one achievement or plan to share only with 1 to 2 people you trust completely. Observe the difference. Lesson 5. The Boundary Breaker. A colleague once called me repeatedly after work hours. On my day off, they sent messages about work. When I said, no, they looked disappointed, making me feel guilty. Seneca said, "No one has the right to spend your time unless you allow it." I started turning off notifications after work and only taking emergency calls. 7-day challenge. Set at least one no contact hour each day. Use it to recharge yourself. Lesson 6. The Constant Critic. A relative of mine could always find flaws in whatever I did. That's good, but if it were me? Over time, I heard that voice even when they weren't there. The Stoics teach, examine the source of criticism. Does it come from someone who wants you stronger or weaker? I began filtering feedback, ignoring voices that only pulled me down. 7-day challenge. When receiving criticism, ask, Would this person be willing to help me improve? If no, note it and move on. Lesson 7. The Chaos Carrier. I knew someone whose every call began, "You won't believe what just happened." Then came a list of crises: lost wallet, lost job, fights, car trouble, all urgent, all requiring me to drop everything to help. The day I refused because I was at the hospital with my mother. They said, "You've changed. You're so cold now." Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Each person must steer their own ship through the storm." I realized not every fire needed me to be the firefighter. 7-day challenge. When someone asks for help during their crisis, pause for 1 minute and ask, if I help now, will it harm my health or plans? If yes, delay or gently refuse. Lesson 8. The Trust Breaker. I once shared a deeply personal secret with a close friend. Weeks later, I heard the same story, altered, from someone else. It felt like they'd opened my front door to strangers. But Stoicism reminded me, you can't control whether others keep their word, only whom you choose to trust. I chose silence and walked away without explanation. 7-day challenge. Write down 3 people you trust completely and why. Also list 3 topics you'll no longer share widely to protect yourself. Lesson 9. The Joy Dampener. After finishing a dream project, I met someone and shared my excitement. They replied, "Yeah, but with the economy now, it probably won't amount to much." A small comment, but like ink dropped into clear water. I realized, not everyone will treasure your joy. 7-day challenge. This week, share your good news only with someone you believe will truly be happy for you. Note how you feel afterward. Lesson 10. The competitor in everything. Some people, no matter what you share, have to top it. You talk about a beach trip, they talk about a mountain trip, much better. You share an achievement, they talk about their bigger record. I used to feel exhausted, like running in a race with no finish line. Then I stopped. Epictetus advised, don't run on someone else's track. 7-day challenge. When someone boasts about being better, smile, congratulate them, and remind yourself, I'm on my own path. Write your feelings at day's end. Lesson 11. The Goodwill Exploiter. Some ask for help once, then twice, then 10 times. Each yes makes them more certain it's your obligation. The Stoics teach, helping is a choice, not a duty. 7-day challenge. Next time someone asks for help, ask yourself, am I doing this out of love or fear of judgment? If it's the latter, try saying no once. Lesson 12. The one who takes you for granted. I used to be the one who messaged first, checked in first, planned meetups first. One day I stopped and realized they never reached out. The Stoics believe, when you walk away, the space you leave becomes a mirror reflecting your value. 7-day challenge. Stop initiating contact with someone you always reach out to. See if they come to you, and note how you feel. Inspiring closing. 12 types of people, 12 ways your energy, time, and peace can be quietly eroded. But you are the one who decides who steps through the door of your mind. Setting boundaries is not building walls, it's planting a garden, where only those who deserve it may enter. Today, ask yourself, who brings you light, who brings you storms, and who will you open the door to? 7-day overall challenge. Choose 3 relationships where you need clearer boundaries. In the next 7 days, apply at least one specific action from the lessons above, and record how your feelings change.